Hi everyone, today I'm going to be doing a GameBoy Color mod. So this is more of a talk through rather than a walkthrough, if that makes sense. So I'm not going to be showing you like a step-by-step guide of exactly how to do this, but this is more for people who are just interested in mods, how they're done, and would just like to see the process of it. And you know, there may be, by the time I finished it, there may be enough content there for you to actually follow along. But that's not the intention. It's just really you know, like an overhead view on how this is done. If you do want to see a really good step-by-step guide, which also happens to be the same kind of theme as well, this DMG theme that we've got going on, Joe Bleeps does a really good tutorial video on it. So I'll put the link in the description for that video if you wanted to do this mod yourself and follow it step by step. Joe Bleeps is your guy. So I'll just talk you through some of the bits and pieces that are going to be going into this mod. So this is for a follower of mine on Instagram from France. So thank you for your custom, by the way. And yeah, so this is like a DMG style that is requested. So this is a DMG themed backlit screen here. Then we've got the silicon to match the buttons. I'm going to be changing the capacitors as well in the GameBoy Color. They don't necessarily have to be done, but it's just always good to do them. If you're going to be doing a heavy mod like this, it's always good to just change the capacitors while you're there. Going to put a new speaker in as well. I've also got here an Angry Helder power regulator, so we're going to be putting that in. So I just saw on Angry Helder's site as well when I popped on there that he also recommended doing, if you wanted to increase the quality of the sound on a headphone jack, he recommended a Pro Sound mod, which looks really simple. Just a couple of jumper wires and removing something off the circuit board. So I think I'm going to do that as well while I'm there. And that's pretty much everything. Everything that I've got on here is from Z Labs. So everything's bought from there. And if you wanted to get some discount on your Z Labs order, if you just click the link in the description, then there's a discount automatically applied to your basket. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started. So what I'm going to do first is just get some of these bits and pieces moved out the way and give ourselves some space to get started. Also, the Game Boy's been fully tested, everything's working really fine, so yeah, let's get going. So now what I want to do is I want to do the Pro Sound mod first, I'm just really curious to how well it really works. So I'm just going to do the Pro Sound mod, and then I'm also going to test the new screen as well, just before we install everything, just in case. So for the Pro Sound mod, you have to remove that there, it's called RA2, and then you have to jump a couple of wires here as well. So yeah, let's give it a try. So I'm just going to change the motherboard over. I just slipped a little bit with the soldering iron there. You can't really see that, and it's not going to affect the gameplay or anything in any way, but this is just me, and I like to send my mods out with as high a standard as possible. So that's just not going to cut it, unfortunately, and you know, some people probably not even bothered by it, but I am. So I'm just going to change it over. I've got a few in stock anyway, so it's not a problem. This one's all tested again as well, so everything's working fine. So let's carry on. Got it. That is so small, it's insane. Look at that. So yeah, just solder a couple of jumper wires on now, and then we'll test that audio again. Whoa. That's brilliant. That's great, man. That's made a massive difference, you know. Sorry, I was just admiring the music. Yeah, I wish I could show you the quality difference in that. But it's superb. That's so much better. I'm really glad I did that now. When the new speaker and everything's in there as well, it's going to be wicked. Okay, so now that that's done, we can start on the mod. So I'm going to do the power regulator next, I think. Capacitors. let's get those done. And before I carry on, shout out to Angry Helder, because it's from him. It's from his website that I got that tip, so that's wicked, that is. I'll put a link in the description to that so you can have a look at it yourself. And maybe I'll do my own little video in the future where I'll do in a bit more detail. There we go. So I just had to cut that connection there. Remove this capacitor. There we go. That's removed. There we go. Power regulator's on. Just give it another little test. Before I do that, I just need to put this sticker on the back of here. This is just a protective layer between the ribbon cable and the screen itself. Need to give it a test. Nice, beautiful. Okay, cool, that's working really well, so let's continue. So new capacitors are on. Another test. Yeah, boy. All good. So now that the capacitors are finished, I'm going to put in the new speaker. Let's have a listen. Wicked. Sounds good, man. Let's carry on. So just to be safe, I'm gonna do this soldering without it being on the screen. And then I'm also going to get the touch sensor one done as well, just so we can put that additional touch sensor on, just so it's more reliable. Yeah, so that's ready. Okay, so new touch sensors on, and those cables are ready. So let's fit the screen. Right, here we go. That should do it. So now I'll just put a little bit of tape on this. And then we need to install these wires. I think I'll do the power at the end. So in that case, let's get all the buttons in. Just going to stick a bit of tape on here just to keep these wires out of the way as well. Okay, let's get this power wire on. Right then, let's put it all together and give it a test. Right then, let's turn it on. Oh man, check that out. That is so nice. Man, really happy with that. Brilliant. Let's turn that down a little bit. The sound quality on that is fantastic, man. Let's have a look at the settings. So you can either hold start and select, or you can just hold the touch sensor, and that brings up this menu. I don't know if you can see that much there. You got brightness settings, then you got like a pixel and scan line kind of settings, and then you've also got this. How sick is that? You can change the logo colour. So I like to put it on one that matches the theme, so let's go with that one. And let's just test the headphones a sec as well. Man, that Pro Sound mod is absolutely brilliant. The quality for the headphones now as well is just really crystal clear. So yeah, that's definitely a mod I recommend. That's one that I wasn't planning on doing, but I'm really glad that I did it. One other thing I want to do as well is I just want to test a Game Boy game on here, an original Game Boy game, because my customer wanted to be sure that they could play with like a grayscale theme. So if you remember, you can press button combinations on the Game Boy Color when it loads up, and if you hold B and left, it brings out this really nice grayscale theme that looks mint. So all of that together, yeah, looks fantastic, man. I'm really happy with that. Hope my customer is too. I'm sure there will be. And that's it for today. So yeah, thanks for checking out my video. If there's any more mods you want to see, then put them in the comment section down below, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. And also, to get your automatic discount in your Z Labs basket, then just click the link in the description. So yeah, thank you everybody, and have a good week. You have no idea how much I want to peel this off, man. It's so satisfying, but I'll let the customer do it.